you've been following me on Facebook, you knew that our old video camera bit the dust and we ended up having to buy a new one, so that's what you're watching. This is our new video camera. I'm not sure that you guys, our viewers, can tell any different or to the color or the sound, but I did quite a bit of research on which one we should get, since you guys, we want to make sure you guys can hear us when we're talking, and I made myself practically dizzy with all the research. In fact, yesterday I spent, was it 4 hours?
Yes, I had to tell her, just pull the trigger, buy something.
It took 4 hours for me to just decide on which one, and this is after I've been doing some research for other days as well, and I decided on sticking with Panasonic. And after I made that decision, then it was trying to find a company that I wanted to deal with that had the best price, and I ended up going with a company down in New York City. It was called B&H Photo. They had this used camera, which is what I'm using, for $188, and it's normally $299. And I went on Amazon and I went on Best Buy, and it appeared to be the best price I could find for a decent used camera. So, all that being said, here's our new camera, and I hope it's good for all you guys.
We thought we were going to have to spend about $500 to get a good camera, but it turned out we got a good deal, so we're happy about that.
And let's hope that this holds up for a while. And there's always a part of me that makes me a little leery of buying used electronics, but this company seemed to have a really good reputation, and when the camera arrived in the mail today, it came in its original box with all of its original packing, and it really looked in really good shape. So I'm hoping we made a really wise decision with this purchase. We're heading out for a family walk to the library, and we've got all of us here. There's Charity and Peter, and there's John, and there's Daddy and Lydia.
And Grace is in the stroller.
Grace is in the stroller, and Mary's on my back. She's a hitchhiker tonight. Well, our camera was broken. We made a pen and fenced in the top of the pen for all the new chickens to go into. And so the little girls and guys and the bigger black guys are all now in the same place. And they seem to be adjusting quite well. Things in the garden have really taken off. The beans are just starting to produce, but I think more impressively are the squash plants. We just got our first zucchini today, but over on these guys, I see that we're gonna have some little baby squash, and they're a new type. They're this little squatty patty pan ones. And the other pumpkins are just starting to do their sprawling thing. So far so good. The cauliflower is also almost ready to harvest, at least that one. And I've got some smaller ones over here getting ready. And the little chicky birds aren't happy about being kept out of the garden. Today I just planted a second crop of beans in that wet area there with hopes that they'll come up and produce before frost. And what do you think, Mary Catherine? Do you like Mommy's garden? Yeah. Are you ready for night-night? Aww. I think it's time for Mary to go night-night. And I think baby Grace needs to go night-night too.
Janelle and I are going to watch a movie, which we don't do very often because I can't justify spending the time on it. So what I'm going to do while I watch the movie is sort through some miscellaneous junk that I have in the basement. And Janelle is going to try to list some eBay stuff. This winter, when we cleaned up the basement a little bit, we put all the miscellaneous odds and ends in a catch-all box. I'm taking those items and I'm sorting them out. We're going to put them in the organizer, and it's going to be nice and neat and orderly down there eventually. It's going to take a while. Janelle's getting her items pictured for eBay. We have some replacement faucet parts and a light clarinet mouthpiece and some yarn, and there are some staples. The staples are actually worth more than you would think. Got some of the stuff sorted out, and it's getting late, so I'm just going to put them in jars and call it a night.